What's going on, everybody? I just want to do a quick book recommendation for those on the fence about maybe wanting to switch to organic and natural farming methods and get away from synthetic salts and bottled fertilizers. This book goes into the history of big agriculture and the chemical farming movement, and how it's all byproducts of weapons production during World War II. And it shows how it impacts not only human health and soil health, but all the animals that feed on the crops grown in this stuff, and in turn we turn around and we eat those animals. And so it goes back to the old saying, you are what you eat. But I would just like folks to check this book out. It's by Harold Willis, PhD. It has plenty of citations. It has some good illustrations in it, and also it goes in. It does go into the GMOs, and the what those actually are, and what they aren't. And besides that, I would like to recommend also, folks, check out this video, "Chemical Farming and the Loss of Human Health" by Dr. Zach Bush. He also has another video that's a longer presentation on the Bionutrient Food Association YouTube channel, and that's Zach Bush, Health Impacts of Large-Scale Chemical Farming on the Microbiome, Livestock, Pets, and People. It's just an interesting book, and it really goes into, it just goes into what you're actually consuming, and what it's doing, and the industries it's fueling, and the industries it's also bankrupting. But anyway, I want folks to just know there is plenty of material out there for you to learn different ways. And what sparked this and what reminded me of this book was I watched a video today where somebody's talking about baking their soil to get rid of pests in it. And yes, that does work, but it also wipes out the good guys. So if you're baking your soil and you're a chemical grower, I could see where it would be no big deal to you. But to an organic farmer, we're trying to build organic matter and build microbe life in there and make that work for us. And when we look at our soil like we look at the human gut health, and if we view the soil as a stomach, it's pretty elementary when you sit back and think about it. I mean, we don't feed our plants Mountain Dew. We don't feed our plants, all this other stuff that humans consume. But we tend to, if you look at it, the plant needs just the same amount of vitamins and nutrients that the human needs. And it's just, there's just other ways to do it and produce beneficial runoff. And there's so much material out there, and there's a lot of good videos and a lot of good folks doing great work, and trying to open people's eyes and get away from the synthetic fertilizers. Because yes, everything's a chemical, I understand that, but we've got a big difference in synthetic versus organic chemicals. Another good book I recommend is this one here, Jadam Organic Farming. They also have a pesticide and pathogen book coming out that's been translated. It should be out sometime this month here in May. And if you want a low-cost agriculture and ways to do things at your home, this book is a great asset, and it's a great thing to have. But all right, folks, that was it. Like I said, it's just the little things I see where recommending people bake their soil, and we've come to the situation where we just throw it out, just buy new, and that's with everything. But what I want folks to consider is, in nature, nothing's happening out there. Nobody's replacing the soil every year in an old growth forest. Nature's actually building on top of that surface. The organic matter's just piling and piling. So anyway, that's just a little rant and a little thing I saw today. And you got to turn a negative into a positive. But anyway, all right, we're out. See ya.